This one? Oh, it's kind of loud for me. How's it for you guys? It looks like a decent volume. It looks kind of quiet, if anything. There's no commentary, so I can just have the game sounds a little bit louder. This is probably fine, I don't give a shit. Oh, the empty cancel on the Stairman House. I don't remember if this is where we left off. If it is, I say one Dudley. That's always fun. Ooh. Oh, one hit only. Who needs both? You only need one. Thank God it's not Ken where the first hit is knockdown. Empty jump, EXDP. Who's gonna parry there? Oh, that was nice. I think that can... no. For a sec I was gonna say I think that can fall out on Crouching Makoto. Maybe it can. I don't remember. I think there's... ooh, good confirm. That's gonna cut. I think there's some setup where... or there's something where Crouching Makoto... SA2 from Chun-Li I know for sure. But I think there's one with Dudley as well. Like some machine gun blow falling out on her. Maybe it loses a hit or something. That was reversal non-EX uppercut for the frame 1 of Airborne. And it worked. Sort of. There was no combo. I wonder if there was a jump in TC there. It's very rare to see the jumping cross-up TC in this game, but I think it exists. Dudley's SA3 is cheap as fuck. I've been in that scenario loads of times. Where you block the SA3 and then it's like, okay, what's my punish? If Ibuki can't do stay medium kick, what the fuck can she do without red parrying? Nice, the jump jab only, so that he would parry twice. Oh, no. What are you supposed to do about that? I don't even know if sweep would hit in time. Ibuki's sweep is not that fast, and Dudley's SA3 is not that unsafe. Oh, that was a kill. He jumped the right direction. It wasn't up to him. It was just the angle and the timing. Ibuki can be facing the wrong way when you do that sometimes, I think. Don't quote me on that. Cool. He got picked up the combo. Anyway, he hit his button too late when he got that super jump cancel. You can actually reaction parry that if you don't commit to anything. It's very easy to not be ready for it though. It's quite surprising. If Dudley's got his back to the corner, he can do cancels into short swing blow and have them combo, I think. He just tried for it there. I thought that comboed. Why'd it fall out? Can you do that? 2 low shorts and TX Sumuji? I really thought that was a combo. Maybe it's too far away or something. Maybe it has to be 1 low short. Maybe it just doesn't work. Crouch Fierce super jump back anti-air. That's very safe. Hi. A person named Man Dandy came in when there was a Dudley on the screen. The dandiest man. Oh, he's gone. Ibuki players really use that overhead with like 0 like mind to consequence. It's like, I think I will overhead from half screen. They don't have to care, it's safe on parry. What's the downside? It might be unsafe on parry. If it's unsafe on parry, it's only like -2 or -3 or something. It's like hard to punish. I'm waiting for school stuff myself. Cross up into Raida, classic. It's not too hard to block that once you know that Ibuki players do it. But it's very terrifying the first time. Nice, it's over. Meanwhile, it's like plus on block. It's pretty slow, so it'll almost never work on merit of being an overhead. It would actually suck. It would be a terrible move if you could punish it on parry, because it's very easy to parry. So it's good that it's safe. I like that, actually. There should be more moves like that in this game. There's only a few. Hugo's clap is pretty similar. Ooh, help. She dead. I literally cannot stream without someone coming in saying, first time here. I think that's beautiful. What a wonderful problem. Ah, that was good. Cool punish. After a low parry, often the opponent will be crouching. So you should turn the right way there. Oh, ducking upper. Yeah. He saw it. That was perfect.
Are you ready? Go.
That's very nice. He's got to approach. So he couldn't get up a taunt. Sin jab is really fucking good for Ibuki. You can just see how the damage differential there though. Dudley just fucking does way more damage on Aaron swings than Ibuki does. They can't trade hits in neutral because Dudley will come out on top. Ibuki needs to win the exchanges or just find way more hits than Dudley, generally speaking. Ugh, look at that. Look at what the fuck? He really just did crouch roundhouse into short swing blow. I've never seen that in my life. You have to be like directly cornered when that starts. How often does that happen? That was crazy. Thought I'd seen everything. Not really though. I feel like every time I watch one of these I see some new shit. This is very hard to live. Yeah. It's a good start. You'd really like to be in a position where all the knives are hitting you for a more consistent parry. He was like landing into them. No. You just typed it. Maybe. I don't know. I think Capcom likes announcing stuff at the end of tournaments. Dead Strike is the best game no one plays. Hi. I looked at the word dweeb and then I thought it was a misspelling of weeb for a sec. It's kind of funny. My little TC, I love that one. It's the far jab TC. She's got two different TCs starting from jab strong, but one's off the far jab and one's off the close jab. You can react to which one you get and then complete appropriately. Yeah, the update streams have been a nice little bit of transparency that we don't normally get. Nice. It would have been nice to announce stuff at the end of, like, you know, live tournaments. I love the way that Dudley's cheek, like, drags in the wind as he's doing corkscrew blow. Yeah, it's basically free chip damage. It's very safe and it does good chip. It's like safe on parry and it does good chip. It's like even on block it still does like 10% of the opponent's health. And Ibuki, her other two supers are both kind of like rare to set up, I guess. Ooh. SA1 doesn't really require a setup. If you do SA1, if you do jump SA1 as the opponent would be taking a throw, it can be a 50-50 as well. That's probably the single strongest use. Universal overhead in neutral. I do that.
Are you ready? Go.
He probably had a super confirm from that towards forward. I think he was afraid he was hitting her midair, I would guess. Because I think you can just raw confirm that. I don't think you have to, whoa. Because it connected, she can, no, she can always super cancel the X1. Nice. This is super deadly now. Oh, it's so scary. Ah, that's the worst when you parry. Cool, low parry into wake up, or low parry into instant DP. I can't do that as Zoro. That shit is like too hard for him because he's got a flash kick DP. I'm jealous actually. I've never really thought about that. If you parry in DP, chances are the DP will be a punish to follow the parry. But it'll beat like multi-hit stuff. If Dudley does like towards roundhouse, towards forward, TC, the overhead TC, you'll parry once and then EX DP. So it's just kind of more reliable than parry into like regular button. At the expense of being a lot less damaging. Oh my god, what does she do about that? Does she have to red parry it? Oro has to red parry to get a good punish. You're like point blank if you red parry the last hit, and the last hit is not too risky to red parry. So, you know. She had no meter to... No, that was EX, wasn't it? Why didn't she attack on the way down? Was she scared? Nice. Oh, EX can only attack on the way down when it hits, huh? I like forgot.
Now for battle. Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
You think I would know that scenario very intimately. But most Ibuki players don't EXDP that much. I guess they do. It really depends. I'm sure it would be different if I was actually playing it. Ugh! Towards me, I hate that button. It's so terrifying if you fight a lily who spams that against you. There aren't that many moves like that in this game. I'm pretty sure it's plus on block. And then it also advances. Almost every move in this game, almost every normal is minus. This is a rice field, huh? You can see it in the back. I think rice is traditionally grown like underwater. I think it's rice is like just as good at growing underwater as it is above water. But insects can't get to it if it's underwater. Towards fist hit deep. Introduction to Radiography is the name of the class. It's one of two classes I'm taking right now along with Radiologic Electronics. They're like actual classes in my course now. Whereas previously I'd been taking stuff like physics and anatomy trying to get into the course. But now I'm actually doing radiography. Every guide is a little bit outdated, except for maybe Kimmy's. Just because most of them don't have like stuff about the V-Skill 2. So yeah, I don't know if you'll be able to find a more recent one. I mean, nothing in it is wrong, it's just that like there are certain things that are a little different now. Like now he gets a combo out of EX Flame into Jump Strong into like V-Skill, which is I think something he didn't have at launch at all. It's a radiologic technology major. Well, it's like an accreditation I'm doing. And it's at Cyprus in SoCal. Trying to dox me, huh? Nice parry, nice punish. Gonna like, go there and look up all the people on the student list named Beth. See, there was really no downside to that. But it just got him closer to like chip kill. I said it was 10% on block, but it wasn't that much. But that was a non-mashed one. Oftentimes it's safe to mash them, but in that case it was very unsafe to mash it because she was so close to him. And there was no pushback because he was cornered. Ugh. Both of them whiffing a throw. Maybe. I think if he tried to sell it as something that had once existed. Because people are a little bit more like willing to believe that. Did you know that there was once a fucking super long-necked horse that used to live in fucking Africa somewhere? Good parry. He did probably what I would have done, which is block as long as you can and then mash red parry and pray. The red parry there is not hard. It's just, you know, if you tap forward at any point, you'll probably get a red parry just because you've got constant hitboxes on you. It's not free though. There is a possibility you're gonna get hit while tapping forward. I think the key is I never ever block EXTPs from Ibuki. I always eat them. I treat her like a character without a reversal. And usually that's fine. Usually that's a good thing. It's like better to just push the Oki mix up always and just eat every EXTP almost. She did the TC and on whiff. Her jab whiffed so fast that Strong still hit the short swing blow. No attack on the way down. That one hit. So she just actively chose not to do it. Dudley, when he's advancing with these normals, is super stressful. And then he finds, like, a lot of these normals can just lead to confirms. Like, stand strong ducking or low strong ducking both lead to super. Towards forward leads to super, stand strong leads to super. If he just lands any of these hits. They're all high parries, though. But every now and then, Dudley's will just do fucking low roundhouse and neutral. Just to catch you fucking parrying. And parry's not a free option anyway, because you could parry and then you could parry and hit a button. He could hit a button that beats the button. That uppercut was probably unsafe, but you had to react really fast and do something really weird. She probably had to like land in EX Sumuji. That would be pretty funny to have a dip switch tournament if we had like all supers available and shit like that. I mean, Dudley's like top 5, right? Even in my dumb little tier list I made for this game. I think I had Oro number 6 and Dudley number 5. I think I still put Dudley higher than Oro. And I'm like a fucking giant Oro apologist. Nice. Jump fierce. Oh. I was gonna say stand forward right, but he did EX Sumuji. I think that's not worth the meter like ever. Or maybe it is. Most Ibukis don't do it. There it didn't matter, obviously. He could do whatever he wanted there. My class is at 9 o'clock, by the way, and it's 7. So you got me for, at most, 2 more hours. I was doing late night shifts, and then I had an early morning shift yesterday. It was fucking awful. I had an 8-hour shift, 7-hour shift. 7-hour shift at 6 a.m. when normally I work till midnight. It's like, why the fuck? Why'd they do that? Anyway, I took sleeping pills, and then I woke up at the right time, and I went and did the shift, and it was shitty. It was okay. It was just like, you know, why was it that time of day, you know what I mean? Jump roundhouse. Ooh, that might still hit, yeah. That, if it's the light version, it's pretty good at hitting under, even if she's pretty high up.
Are you ready? Go.
Anyway, today, I napped after work, and then I couldn't get to sleep last night. And I've been awake since probably like 8 p.m. last night. So not quite 12 hours yet. No, it was earlier than 8 p.m. It was like 6 p.m. Been awake since like 6 p.m., so probably right around 13 hours. So I'm not like super tired yet, but I'm not really thrilled to have to be awake in 2 hours for my class. But after my class, I don't work today and I don't work tomorrow, so I can just chill. I can take another nap. That's the update on my life. Buki's tiny throw range, smallest in the game, I think. And she has no meaningful Kara. Even the twins who have a tiny throw range, I think they both have good Karas.
You win. All right, that's cool. Battle. Fighters
North Dakota.
engage.
What's it like over there? Are there like suburbs and shit? Or is it all just forests and great unknown? I can't picture North Dakota without picturing like a lake house or something. I just picture every house as a lake house. Really good parry, holy shit. What a read. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I've often thought about what it would be like to move to like North Dakota, like specifically that state, because I want to move somewhere north, but like far away from everything. Yeah. You live in SoCal, you're like, I wish I lived in a place that was cold, with rain. It's very hot here. It's not very hot, but it's like, you know, it's uncomfortably hot. Always. If you live in like Texas or something, I'm sure it's like uncomfortably hot a lot, and then like uncomfortably cold occasionally. But in California, especially SoCal, it's like kinda hot all year. It's like a little bit cold 2 months of the year, and the rest of the time it's like a little bit too hot. And there's no rain. I live in a place with less than 10 inches of rain every year. I want to live in a place where it rains. But I don't want to have like hurricanes or fucking tornadoes.
Prepare to strike. Now. Final round. Go.
I'm reminded of that time I went to Vegas, and it was in like July in Nevada, and it was 120 degrees Fahrenheit, which for anyone who uses a regular temperature system is like what? I looked it up. It was like 50 Celsius or something like that. It was like really fucking hot. Nice. Ducking actually worked, and he won because of that. I think ducking genuinely makes Dudley tiny. There's nothing about there's no projectile invincibility flag in this game, I don't think. There's just invincibility. I can't think of a single thing in this game that goes through fireballs, but not other things. Even Chun-Li's super doesn't actually go through fireballs, it's just invincible during the movement, and the movement happens during the freeze. So as there's a fireball, she'll step through it. But if there's a hitbox, she'll push the opponent as she moves. And so the hitbox will still be inside her when the attack ends, when the freeze ends. So she'll eat it. Dudley can ducking through a few fireballs in this game. And I think he just actually gets small, because there are a lot of normals that also interact with him. What the fuck? Almost lost that because of that. There's a few fireballs that he can avoid doing that. But there's a few normals I was going to say that mess up. That don't hit properly versus ducking Dudley. The throw whiff into throw whiff. Nice. That wasn't too bad for Ibuki though. Well, it's bad because it was a super knockdown and left her in the corner. That almost looked like it comboed, but there's no way that combos. I think Dudley does have some normal to normal links here and there. With punch and cross especially. Dudley's got, I would tentatively say, the best normals in the game. Chun-Li also is a contender for best normals in the game. It would be between those two. And Chun-Li just has a few really broken ones, whereas Dudley has like a super great variety.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Chun-Li has like 2 extremely dumb pokes, and 2 extremely dumb counter pokes. And then Dudley has like... He doesn't have like a pure poke, but he's got like everything else. Same Fierce is a pure poke. And towards Fierce, I guess. So they're not great. They're okay. Yeah. Super works even on block.
You win.
Nope, it ended. That's why I got this.
Now.
What the fuck is this screen?
Find a new rival.
Why didn't they cut this out?
Welcome to the world of Street Fighter. Prepare for battle. Fighters ready. Engage.
The way that SF5 Dan just slugs in your face over and over with VS2. Poke into poke, poke into poke. Kind of reminds me of Third Strike a little bit. The way it feels to fight.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Most of the time it doesn't really lead to anything huge though, which I like. I'm not playing at all. Huh? This is Japanese arcade footage.
You win. Are you ready? Go.
You'll have a pretty hard time finding footage of me playing this game using any character other than Aura or Elena.
Fighters ready. Engage.
And it's like Aura 90% of the time. More like 96. Got a 4% Elena. Rose definitely feels really unique. She's very cool. I've been liking watching the way that Rose interacts with different matchups. She's got like the versatility to play. That was really hard to parry post freeze because he was so close to her. I don't play any Monster Hunter.
You win.
I don't have a why to that. Like, what the fuck?
For battle.
Why don't you fucking carve wooden bowls? It's because I'm doing other shit. Oh no. I don't know if we can point the finger at Ono.
Into the heat of
I
battle.
think SF5 was a game that was going to become ironed out no matter what. Yeah, only 2. He could have matched the full TC, but he was like, that could be parried. I mean, it probably wasn't a decision he made in the moment. Well, maybe it was. It's probably like he only ever matches 2 hits, or he just mixes it up. Sometimes it's all 4, sometimes it's 2, sometimes it's
You win.
just to stand forward into ducking or something.
For battle.
I played Balrog in SF5 a little while ago, and I tried to use stand medium kick to anti-air because of Dudley. I hate that. They both got like the same normal, except on Dudley it stand forward, and on Balrog it stands strong. Cool. I've never seen that to the EX one. I only ever see it into like the light one. I didn't know it worked at the EX. Sermonos short swing blow. EX short swing blow.
Go.
You know how Bungus is doing? He's alright.
You win
I talk to him here and there. And I follow him on Twitter.
the battle. Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Sandfier's hitting and it's like the pre-jump frames and it just tosses her all the way across the screen. Beautiful combo. The super's just like obligation kind of super. You build the meter to use it like in that combo, I think. And the more important thing is that it gives you a hard knockdown. The damage from the super is like garbage though. Hi. Every time I read Skarm TV, I wonder if it's a reference to fucking the Pokemon Skarmory. What was that, towards Strong, I think? You don't see that normal almost ever.
Are you ready? Go.
Cool. Skarmory's a cool Pokemon. It's an OG Pokemon. But not a Gen 1 Pokemon, so you still get the OG credit, but you don't get the Gen 1er cringe.
Now the battle.
Hi.
Fighters ready. Engage.
Yeah. Gen 2 doesn't have that many cool designs, I feel. And some of the more interesting ones have kind of been replaced by evolutions. Like Sneasel and Misdreavus. So when it's like which Gen 2 Pokemon are genuinely like very cool and interesting, it's like, well, Tyranitar, Houndoom, Skarmory, Scizor, and then like nothing. Maybe like Steelix. I can see someone liking Steelix. That Pokemon's cool. What about Murkrow? Heracross and Raikou. I like how you mentioned Raikou specifically among the fucking gerbils. It would be Raikou. Raikou's cooler than the other two. Maybe. Maybe Suicune. Ampharos is cringe. Ampharos is the reason that we only have fast special attacking electric types. Because the one time they tried to do something different, it was whack. Yeah, legendary gerbils. You ever heard that from anyone else?
You win.
For whatever reason, people just kind of decided that all three of them were the same kind of animal. So it's like, oh yeah, the legendary dogs.
Engage.
Or like the legendary cats, but no one could agree on whether they were supposed to be fucking dogs or cats, because they aren't either. One of them's like a saber-tooth tiger, one of them's like a fucking lion, and one of them is like a fucking panther. Of some variety. Leopard or something, I don't know. And so, you know, I heard legendary beasts, I heard legendary dogs. Donphan's cool. Airstring's aight. Miltank is fine. And then it became a meme for a little while to say legendary gerbils, because they all fucking, you know, quadrupedal, big teeth. We don't know that they're not gerbils. Dunchan. Sunflower is shitty. I wanted that Pokemon to be good, but it just isn't.
Final round. Engage.
I heard legendary dogs a lot, but I think they're all feline, right? They seem to be. If Entei is indeed a lion, which it might not be. I liked Sneasel, and he did suck until Weavile.
You win.
It's a really bad Pokemon. It's like a poster child for a badly designed Mon,
The battle.
gameplay-wise. Because it had crazy high attack stat, but its dual type was Dark Ice, which are both special attacking. And it had really garbage special attack. So it's just like, it can't use Stab. Which also makes it really fucking weak. Literally the stats back in like Gen 2 and Gen 3 were like put Shadow Ball on it. It's so stupid. The idea is that Shadow Ball is Ghost type and Ghost is physical. And if you're using Sneasel, you're probably using it to beat up psychic types and stuff. So you still want something to hit them. There was only like one special dark type in Gen 2. It was Houndoom. I've said this before on stream. It's kind of a fun fact. Oh, he's just mashing that super. When they made Dark, when they did the physical special split, every single Dark move that did damage became physical. Like, literally all of them. It was Gen 4 when they made that switch. And the only special Dark move in Gen 4 was Dark Pulse, which was added in Gen 4. So they made Dark a purely special attacking type, and then every single move became physical. Feint Attack, fucking Bite, Crunch. What were some other ones back then? I don't remember that many Dark attacks in Gen 2 and 3. Knockoff was... maybe that was Gen 2 or 3. I don't remember. I don't remember when they added Knockoff. I said Crunch. Knockoff is an old move that became good recently. Like Leech Life. Thief. That's a move. Yeah, Thief. I've seen very fun meme sets using Thief. Knockoff and then Thief. No. Fling and then Thief. And also Fling. Fling is a dark type move. Pursuit. That's like one of the big ones. I can't believe I forgot that one. That's like the most important dark type move. Or it was, back when it existed. Now it's kill. It got dexited. It's not in Sword and Shield. You can't pursue trap things anymore. Yeah. If you look at Houndoom's sets in like Gen... I think even up till Gen 4, it'll literally have all three of those moves. Because there's reasons to use all of them. Well, it wasn't Knockoff, it was Crunch. But Pursuit, Sucker Punch, and Crunch all in the same mod. It's so stupid having a fucking 3 different attacking moves with the same type. And then you'd have like a fire move for the other one. Larvitar existed in Gen 2 but had no type. Bro, I think you like mixed some facts up because Larvitar was in Gen 2. Like just in general. And it had a type, it was Ground Rock. Fun fact about Larvitar, it becomes a dark type eventually.
Are you ready? Go.
You'd know that if you played Stabmons, the most epic Smogon tier. Stabmons is a tier where every Mon learns every move that's the same type. And for like a Mon like T-Tar, it's like, well, it's not a ground type, but it used to be a ground type. So it can also learn all ground moves, such as Spikes.
Fighters ready. Engage.
Also, all the evolutions can learn every normal move, which is pretty crazy. That's okay, I've done that too. I once had a, this is relevant, I once had a teacher in school tell me that Cinco de Mayo was an American holiday not celebrated by Mexicans. And she justified it by saying, why would they celebrate? We beat them. And like, I just took that to be fact, even though I didn't know what the fuck Cinco de Mayo was supposed to be.
Engage.
I don't think it's based on I don't know if it's based on a fucking battle in the first place, let alone with America. There was like some completely nonsense thing. I still don't remember what Cinco de Mayo is supposed to be about. Even though we just had it, even though Cinco de Mayo was yesterday. I just know that people drink.
Win. Battle. Fighters ready. Engage.
Oh, beautiful height. He got that perfect jump TC. I love how corporations can just do shit like that. They can just like create culture. Like Hallmark and fucking Valentine's and all that shit. If I'm ever fucking in any sort of power, I'm making a new holiday. I think we don't have enough. I think a lot of people can get behind that, right? I got lots of good ideas too. I got all kinds of holidays I've been sitting on.
Final round. Now.
You guys might hate this one. This is my holiday. If I was challenged to make up a holiday, this is what I came up with. It's called Neighbor Day, and you do something nice for your neighbor. Is that good or is that awful? Maybe you like bring over cookies or something like that.
You win.
You're just like Happy Neighbor Day.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
A lot of people hate their neighbors. You don't get to choose your neighbors in any sort of semblance. Well, you can, I guess. Well, that actually hit before she flipped that, I think. Yeah, I did my homework.
Fighters ready.
It's funny that you ask that.
Engage.
I did my homework a week ago. I did it on the day it was assigned. Voting Day would be a really good holiday. I think we should make 9/11 into a holiday. It could be a solemn one. Like Memorial Day or whatever. Just because it's a holiday doesn't mean it has to be happy. But it was, you know, we already all acknowledged 9/11. We might as well take the day off work. I've got like 3 weeks.
Final round. Engage.
I feel like 9/11 is the closest thing currently to a holiday that's not actually a holiday.
You win.
I don't know if I'm gonna celebrate Gen 6 next year.
Now.
Be like, hey, it's Insurrection Day. How would you celebrate that?
Ready. Engage.
She attacked on the way down, and he attacked on the way down. They traded. They both flipped out. It looked weird. It would be an ironic celebration. Oh my god, he got hit. And she didn't mash because she was afraid. Actually, it's probably just good not to mash there. Gotta confirm. Oh no. Didn't even super. He was like, if I do the TC, it'll kill either way.
Fighters ready. Engage.
Oh, it's... I have those days. Where you like have a whole free day where you're not doing anything. And then you just fucking do nothing. Instead of doing stuff you were supposed to do. At the same time, it's good to have those days, I feel. Don't beat yourself up too bad. I think the days I enjoy the most are the days where I just have no priority start to finish. No work, no class. I just wake up, do whatever I want to do, and then fucking go to sleep.
Final round.
If I do nothing during one of those days, but I had a good time, it wasn't a day wasted, as far as I'm concerned. I'd rather lump all the stuff I have to do in one day, to be honest, and then have a whole day free. This is the way I work, though. It might be better to like balance your tasks, so you're doing something every day. I might do something. Probably gonna try and go to the beach. Haven't actually ironed that out yet, but I'm not doing anything coming up, so it's like I could take a beach trip with my mom. A board game. I can't remember playing a board game with my mom in my whole life. It would usually be me, my brother, and my dad. My mom would just sit out.
Strike. Now.
One of my friends, they have they do jigsaw puzzles, and they just have like a 5,000 piece jigsaw. Won't actually be 5,000, but it'll be like, you know, 500 plus. And they just set it on the dining room table, and then just anyone at any point during the day, if they're like passing the dining room table, they could like look at it and try and put a piece in.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
I guess I could link you this. Hold on. If I do this, what will happen? Yeah, that's what I thought. There you go.
Final round. Go.
Oh, what? I'm scared. I'm scared about the... Uh-oh. Good old chess. I was playing chess the other day. I was playing the comms on chess.com. Little robots, the computer. And I beat the 1600 one. And I was feeling kind of good about myself. I'm getting better and better.
Now.
I'm still not super clear on what a good elo is to have. And these are only like FIDE equivalent scores or whatever.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Very nice parries. These two obviously play a lot. Or at least play the matchup a lot. They're doing all the stuff that's like unique to the matchup. Very nice, meaty low roundhouse, snare on us, catching the short swing blow.
Go for it.
So at least SA3 is one of the easiest parries in the game. As long as you're, you know, you get the first parry. That's really the key. The first parry is, you know, really hard. But if you're predicting and he does it, the rest of the parries are pretty easy. They're all uniformly spaced. There's 5 of them. You complaining? This is nice. You don't see this kind of matchup often. Damn, he had a kill off the jump in. Nice.
You win. Now.
If it was me, I would have parried there 10 times out of 10. I love jump in parry at endgame.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
People always do the committal ATOs right then. Yes. Very rare exceptions. I can't think of an exception off the top of my head. Some EX fireballs you might not want to parry, such as Auras. Parrying fireballs is pretty easy.
Are you ready?
And not terribly risky. Nice. Perfect. Perfect parry, perfect combo. Oh my god. And a real punish on it. These are great players.
You win. Prepare to strike. Now.
Ah, look how much damage she just took in like 2 seconds. God, fuck. See, he did parry into instant tech. Oh, that was a good block. Well, he probably did the OS. Yeah, a lot of these are call-out parries.
Fighters ready. Engage.
There's like nothing you would be doing on the way down except parrying there. Is the thing. Or maybe like an SA1. So these parries are like, you know, there's it's like not an easy parry, but there's really nothing else to do for some of these jumps. So it's not terribly surprising that Ibuki's parrying there. Okay, that was all 6 hits, thus confirming that 2 low shorts into EX Sumuji is a combo. It's not. Depending on when you land on Dudley, depending on the angle that you land on him, at the angle that the stem medium kick hits, you might sail over his head during the parry, which is really annoying because you don't get a punish on it. She's got like 6, I think, and I don't know why. It's weird. Fun fact, Ibuki can get a cross-up unblockable with this super in this matchup. What you have to do is jump over kunai, regular kunai, and then in the super cancel the kunai into SA1, and during the cancel you have to cross over the center of Dudley's push box so Ibuki turns around. And it has to be the light kunai and the light super. I think it works in this matchup, pretty sure. And it's also super exact because the kunai and the super both need to hit, and they need to hit it going in opposite directions. But while that happens, the Ibuki's super hits first, and then the kunai hits in the middle, and then the super keeps hitting, and they need to be blocked in opposite directions.
Are you ready? Go.
Whoa! Elena has that. It's so weird in like a bunch of different things. My first fighting game was, technically speaking, Mortal Kombat Trilogy on N64.
Engage.
My first fighting game where I took it seriously was this one. Well, I guess Alpha 3 before this one, but like I only played like a few matches against humans in Alpha 3 before I played this one. Like literally less than 10. I love coffee. I have acid reflux though, and coffee can upset my stomach. Nice parry. Jump back short. Hit an extended hurt box.
Now, the battle. Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Nice. It's kind of true that you get to block one unblockable hit for free. It's that whichever direction you choose to block first, slash at all, you'll block that direction, and then the hit that's not coming from that direction will open your guard. Yeah, that's an Oro sub badge. That's Oro's little face right there. He ugly. Yeah. He would have preferred not to spend that meter. That was good parrying by Dudley. Parrying that, it would have chipped out, and parrying it forced Ibuki to burn the meter.
Go.
Nice. Damn, acquaint yourself with my cool emotes. I've got one of Moko with her hands up, and one with a an elf that's quick to recognize lewdness, and then four others of Moko with her hands up, but she's huge. Surely the greatest emotes on Twitch. Is it the most? It might be, right? I think it's tied with Yon. Whoa, she's broken. Some fucking samurai just like teleported behind her. Okay, well.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
The Buki doesn't really have a lot to do with bar, honestly. That's why they always do the blocked SA1s and stuff. It's because apart from that, like, what does she do? EX Kunai in the air is, like, not very useful. EX Samuji's pretty good. That's about it. EX Neckbreaker is a meme. Raida has no EX. Hien has no EX. No. Which one's the jump? I always forget. Hien is the name of the reverse DP kick, I think. That one has an EX, but it's not useful. Oh, here it comes. No, I'm not. She's just peeking. Oh, she's been fucking still cut in half. Her sadness is so big it can't even fit into 2 posts. Yeah, different characters do different things. There's Crystal Cube showed a lot of that stuff off. There's like one in particular, I think when Sean gets grabbed by QSA3, he gets Ryu's head, or like something like that. They just reused Ryu's, and they didn't like apply the right... they didn't apply the right to head to it. Look at that itty bitty Moko. How did she get flowers?
Fighters ready. Engage.
They just copy and pasted the sprites, but they didn't change the head. Ugh. I run house. Looks good.
Final round. Now.
Yeah, it gives a command grab to a character who already has a command grab. And to be honest, I think QSA3 might not even, like, you know... You'd probably just rather land the command grab and get the full combo. Yagyo Odama. That's a really famous glitch. It's whack.
You win.
Yeah, the double SA3 combos. If you trade with SA3, you don't lose SA3. But there aren't that many things it can trade with.
Engage.
Because it's a super and it has super priority. I think. Or maybe it only has special move priority. Or maybe it's the same thing. Legit, I don't remember. I actually didn't know that for a long time. Isn't that funny? For the first like 5 years that I played Aura, I didn't pick SA2 in a single matchup. Eventually, I shifted over to SA2 for Hugo, because SA3 SA2 is just too dominant in neutral against him. You can really pick SA3 in any matchup with Oro. It's not a bad thing. Dawson seems to be able to just fly. Obviously in gameplay they don't let him do it forever. But like during cutscenes and stuff he just floats around. And that's like, you know, in the real world that's a thing that yogis can supposedly do. That was it! We saw it! That's the thing that happened to that Ken last time. Ibuki did an air throw and Dudley teched it on the ground. Weird as fuck. Oh, you mean like flap your wings? I firmly believe that Fawn can flap his arms and fly. Not a great punish on that. It's a start. Yeah, there it goes. That's the, like, I saw that for the first time ever recently, and then I just saw it again right away with probably the same Ibuki. I think so. I think it, like, they both fall while the air grab is, like, determining whether or not it's connected. I think. And then he teched it, but he, like, landed while teching it. My guess is that, it checks your Y value, it checks your height from the ground when teching a throw, and determines whether to give you an air throw or a ground throw. Tech. He was, like, low enough or something like that. I'm just guessing. That was weird. That just looked wild. She super jump canceled the crouch fierce and then instantly parried. I didn't know you could parry that low to the ground. Crouch fierce, super jump back. He got to buffer it super easily because it was being parried, so the hit stop was really long. And then he just tapped forward on the way up. That was pretty weird looking, but executionally it wasn't too bad. It was just kind of surprising that it was possible. Did that actually happen to you? Because that's a rather famous glitch. Q can be air thrown while going from crouch to stand. From his crouching to standing animation, he can get grabbed by air throws and also things like shoot down backbreaker. Those are also the frames where he's unthrowable, which is another famous glitch with Q. Is that from his crouch to stand animation, he cannot be thrown. Pippa really like this Dudley color. It's like this plus the Wario color in SF4. The berries and cream Dudley. Strawberries and cream. Oh, there you go. That's interesting. I didn't know that. There's a lot of moves that don't really seem to be airborne but are. I don't know if ducking is one of them. Probably just does something weird to his push box. Machine gun blow is airborne. Oh, cool. Picked up a little combo. That was all free damage. That's probably something cool to do there, but I don't blame Ibuki for not, like, picking up more. It didn't matter. That's a fun mechanic of Third Strike if you don't know. Every move has inherent juggle values that allow, like, dictate how much you're allowed to juggle before the combo falls out. And a lot of moves, all moves have it, but most moves reset, so you don't ever see it. But if the opponent gets dizzy midair, they cannot be reset by moves that reset. So Ibuki's close jab would normally just flip Dudley back onto his feet, but he was dizzy, so that wasn't going to happen. No, Dudley has no unblockables with the Rose. The Rose has, like, no unblockable, like, anything. It's just, it forces you into a blocking state so that he can then push an overhead low mix-up. I don't even think there's a theoretical way with, like, TAS to get an unblockable Rose. Dudley just, it doesn't fly high enough. Nice, I think that was the punish. It's like kind of 6. It's actually a lot more complicated than that. Nice red. Holy shit. High stress. 6 is like the layman's rule. But what actually happens is you have fewer and fewer frames. I thought it went more than 15. I think it just goes up to like 99. The game doesn't give a shit. Once you get high enough values, you start only having like 1 frame to combo.
Are you ready? Go.
That might be true. It might only go to 15 for all I know. I have no idea. But the idea is, if whatever the number is, you have so-and-so frames to combo. A bit like an anime game. Well, a lot like an anime game. So if the number is like JP1, circle point 1. You have like fucking, let's say, 60 frames to combo. And then when it's 2, it's like 50 frames. And then 3, it's like 40 frames or something like that. But by the time you get down to like 6, it's like, oh, you have 10 frames to combo. 24. Maybe that's the right number, I have no idea. It starts going down a lot, and then you have to like get hits very close together. Brawling Thunder has no combo from overhead. That's literally the main reason. The other reason is that it only has 1 super bar, which means that every single time you use EX Machine Gun Blow, which is a lot for Dudley, you lose super. Whereas SA1 and SA3, you can use EX Machine Gun Blow and still have super. In fact, you can even combo EX Machine Gun Blow into super. Rare footage of Dudley's slipping jab. Another thing is that Dudley can juggle into SA1 and SA3, but not SA2. Those are the 3 most important reasons, I would say. SA2 is actually really interesting and novel. It does a lot of stuff that Dudley can't really do very well. But it's not super duper damaging, and the high price and the fact that you lose a lot of important combos just kind of suck. So basically the answer is opportunity cost is really high. How do I get better at making butter? What? How do you make butter? Then you like put milk in like one of them things that you churn it. And you pump it up and down. There's got to be other steps, but I don't know what they are. Don't make butter, buy butter. Butter costs like $2. Ah, I fell out. This Hugo color is an Abigail reference. You know, it might really be. That's a funny thought. Abigail predates this Hugo color.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
I'm not even sure if all the Andres are represented in Hugo's colors. Great shoot down. That was really low. That's like lower than I would have attempted it if it was me. Nice.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Hugo's stun animation falls to his knees. And I think for the follow-up combo, he's considered crouching. Which means he has an extra frame of hit stun on all the attacks you land on him, and also he takes more damage. Cool fun fact about Hugo. No, he fucked it up. He tried to do parry so he could get a clap punish. But he accidentally stood blocked the last hit. If he did one more parry, it probably would have been fine. What he was probably trying to do was down parry 3 times, crouch a little bit, like a couple frames, and then down back punch for the clap. But he did the down back punch too fast, so he got a stand block, which stood into the high hits of the uppercut. I don't think there's anyone else in this game who's crouching during the dizzy. There might be one. The idea is that it's pretty hard to dizzy Hugo, I guess, and he's got a lot of HP.
Go for it.
That's good. Oh, I thought it was good. I guess it wasn't. I was like, that was really smart. Oh, he missed ducking. He got stand short. That was almost certainly a light ducking attempt. That's basically exactly the same setup as SA3 juggles, except it's far more catastrophic if they parry SA1 compared to SA3. Characters get much bigger punishes on a parry to SA1. It's also a much easier parry. Well, it's not an easier parry. It's like the same difficulty, honestly. Hugo's the longest dizzy. That, I don't know. There are dizzy differences, I think. Oh, wait. I thought you were talking about dizzy length. Dizzy bar? Yeah, there's a bunch of characters. They're unparryable moves in SF3. There's quite a few of them. All the hit grabs are unparryable. Alex back fierce. Buki and Orc, my grab. KKZ's first hit. That's a good one. Necro half circle forward kick. That's another one I forgot about. Oh my god. Dudley jump around. I was doing so much work. Did you guys see that? Shameless. That was gorilla mode. That was like Kyo mode. That was like Kyo's fucking jump 2C. Ugh. Light shoot down is kind of shitty in this game. Oh no. It often won't beat jump attacks. It's scary when shoot down backbreaker losing because of range, I think. It's scary when Dudley does stuff like this. He's got such a low jump, he's got the smallest jump in the game. What a whiff punish. Or counter poke, I guess would be more accurate. Oh no. This Dudley's fucking on a tear. Oh, it's over. Oh, he dropped it. Wrong hit. That's only like a 1 or 2 frame juggle, it's pretty tight. Oh my god. He's just trying to win with early jump normals. He might lose because of that. Yeah, that looks whack as hell, that jump. I think he literally like didn't want to kill so he could jump more. I'm not even joking, that's what it looked like. Because that was like that was a really weird mistake to jump there. There was no like command overlap or stuff like that. It's kind of scary that Yakuma has those 2 supers, but in practice, I've only been hit by those supers, I think like, probably less than 10 times total in the last like 5 years for both of them combined. I don't know. The claps are very similar in Third Strike. The heavy one isn't significantly slower than the light one. I don't know which one he has time to do, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was heavy. That probably requires the Kara on Dudley. I have no idea, actually. Oh my god. He really did a third low parry after that, too. He was like, oh, those previous ones didn't hit. Time to do this one. That's good practice. That's like a mark of a pretty good player. I like this Remy color because it looks like an actual human. Why the fuck is Remy's hair blue? That always pissed me off. You can combo Demon in Third Strike, but it's not common at all. It combos from far roundhouse. That causes a back turn, and you can combo command grabs from back turn. I've only seen that like 1 time in a real match. It was like a max range jump fierce into far roundhouse into Demon. That's actually like a universal fact that you can combo back turn into command grab. And there's a lot of characters who can do it who you probably wouldn't think.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Yeah, stand hard kick Gigas I think requires like a mirror to hit you out of your stand hard kick recovery. Or is it towards Fierce? I thought it was towards Fierce. Maybe it's both of them. Alex meaty towards Fierce, the Lariat. It's a really shitty normal in this game, but if it hits a grounded opponent, it causes a back turn. And if you do it like perfectly meaty into an instant SA1, it combos. Of course, Alex also has back turn on Chop. Everyone knows about the hit grab and the command grab follow up from that. What are some other weird ones? Ibuki can do jump Fierce for a back turn, and then she can combo SA2. So Ibuki jump Fierce SA2 is a combo. It's like her only combo into SA2. Yeah, Necro hard hook. And also Necro has a hook combo into a half circle forward kick for the unique command grab. You don't see that one almost ever. There's probably another one or two. I don't think Aura has back turn anywhere. I can't picture any place. Card Try Punch. Oh yeah, I forgot like that combo. I forgot Aura's command grab. That's a nice novelty combo. I'm pretty sure they intended it. I don't know what they intended to do with Crutch Fierce Super Cancel, but that seems to be the most deliberate thing it does. I don't know if they intended the Crutch Fierce Super resets in the corner. They feel very unintended. Oh, just like that. Yugo gets him once. Some people just want to throw fireballs. I think if you win with Remy, you actually genuinely won. You know what I mean? You didn't cheese the win. You didn't get lucky. You actually outplayed. Look, look. Hugo just got outplayed. Oh, he parried, I think. And then hit a button, maybe? It looked like he parried and it was on time, but he just got hit. Oh, literally my worst fear. That looks good. I started getting tired right as soon as, getting closer to my class. Is Microwave like Microwalk? Nice. Or stay medium kick fireball isn't even a combo. Handy's the wrong word, it's cool looking. It's not optimal at all. Optimal is just a bunch of normals. For Oro and stun juggles. If you're mid-screen... It might be good. We got a fucking Ken. Oh my god. That was a failed Kara DP, I think. It looked hella whack. He like mega fucked it up. But the timing, I think that was a Kara DP, just messed up. Perfect. Oh, Tatsu is very obnoxious on the Kens who know that. If you can't duck Tatsu hits, it's actually super annoying.
Are you ready? Go.
You can do dash into juggle there, but it very much depends on the angle that you land. I think Ken had nothing there. I don't know. It depends on range. Because Ken's minus for like all the Tatsus, but he won't always be point blank. Anyway, this Hugo doesn't even have Gigas.
You win.
The pushback can be kind of alarming, especially on that spaced light one.
Prepare to strike.
It is kind of big. I stay around house. It's hard to say who has a better stay around house between Ken and Ryu. They're both good at different stuff. It's one of the only normals they don't share. Oh, he had super there. Didn't see it. I don't blame him. I can't do those. Very late command grab, so he didn't get the shoulder. You'd like to land the command grab right before the Genei ends. At the highest level, Yun often just activates raw. It's like every way that you can set up and activate is like a liability at the highest level of play. Like jab short strong, or shoulder, or just invitations for you to get parried and then lose your whole super. So at the highest level you see a lot of just low strong from Yun players. Anytime they don't have bar, and then if they have bar they just activate raw. It looks worse, it looks like they don't know how to play, but actually they're just doing something that's just more reliable. Approaching with SA3 is just in general very unlikely to get counter hit. Nah, that was a great good DP. Stay away. There's a raw activate. Oh, he did a very early command grab that time. What the fuck was that? I would have blocked wrong. 100 times out of 100 I would have blocked wrong. That looked weird as hell. I don't think he even got more damage out of it. Like, if he just did an SA3 juggle, he probably would have had just as much damage or more. Yes, every single normal Yun has, during Genei, has super priority. They're also much faster, so he can basically put up a wall of hitboxes. And also he can approach while doing it, because both, I think, stand short and stand strong move him forward. You can just alternate between them. And if literally anything hits, he can go into stand fierce into towards fierce for a launch. And if the opponent just blocks, it's pretty easy to get close enough to push a grab mix up. And he has a command grab that he can combo out of. It's just such a fucking potent combo. That's why, like, invariably, people just get open up. You can't take throws and you can't hit any buttons. It's just too much of a liability. You'd rather just eat the command grab. And like, what are you even supposed to do about the command grab? You can't interrupt it. You can jump right when he does it, but you take some miracle jump and you don't even get like a punish. Ugh. What was that, meaty? Oh, super probably punished there if he blocked it. I don't know, actually. Yeah, very obnoxious Chun play. And she's going into round 3 with full bar. This is really good for Chun-Li. Yep. Up. This is why it was really good for Chun-Li. It's because any fucking low forward that hits is just GG. Great low strong. It's rare that that beats that. Yeah, wow, sick confirms. We all begrudgingly say to ourselves. Oh wow, this Chun-Li play is playing great. Oh, was that a failed super? That works on Chun-Li, right? I think so. Ooh, scary. Very scary. Taking a throw was risky there for Ken. It was like a risk no matter what he did. Nice. Why can't Chun-Li parry? If Chun-Li couldn't parry, she'd be a fair character.
Now. Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Chun-Li's crouch light punch is tied for fastest normal, I think. Right? I think so. I think it's 2-frame startup. I think it's active frame 3. Don't quote me. Go look it up. Chun-Li, who knows? Spinning bird kick is actually super obnoxious for Hugo to deal with, but almost no Chun-Li knows that. That was weird. Oro also has one. Or is this close jab, I think? It might be close short. I always forget. It's like not something he cares about because he can come out of it. And you don't really need to be able to do that in this game. It doesn't do anything. Far light kick? Wait, for Remy or for Oro? Probably for Remy, right? 2-frame far normal. Yeah. Yeah, active frame 3, I think is the fastest normal speed in this game. And Oro, I guess Remy and Chun-Li all have it. It's pretty rare. Not many characters have it, but it's also not very useful. Street Fighter 4 and Street Fighter 5 have a lot more scenarios where you need to do like a reversal, like fastest possible normal. This game isn't really a game about that. It's rare that characters recover at the same time right next to each other, if you know what I mean. So like normal speed is not a huge thing, and then links are also not a huge thing. Most links are into super. This matchup is very hard. I feel like a lot of Hugos pick SA1 here. Just looking for that all or nothing hit. Oh no. Oh no! Yeah, that's a lot of characters are like that. There's like tons of 2-frame attacks if you're using supers. Like legit 2-frame, like active on frame 2. That hit her on the ground. He actually could have supered as soon as he landed, but I'm sure he was expecting to hit her midair. And super would have been horrible if he hit her midair. Or at least it wouldn't have been worth it.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
I've only seen a few like Akuma players who use Tatsu or Kens or Chun-Li's who use Tatsu or Spinning Bird against the tall crouchers. It's quite good, but most people don't fuck around with it. Every now and then there's some tech in this game where there's a lot of potential, but people just don't play with it. I've got some tech I never play with. Oro can do 2-hit strong to stomp on lots of characters, and I never do it. I shouldn't say I never do it, but I do it rarely. Nice.
Are you ready? Go.
Oh no. That was a potential super. That was a confirmable super. Don't lose this, Chun-Li. Yeah, that's a 50-50. That's actually, you know, a little bit more dense than that, a little bit harder. Yum with that command grab TC into that medium kick air TC. I mean, command grab into medium kick air TC. Loops on Chun-Li. And then every time he lands next to her, he can mix up between another medium kick or command grab. Rio and Robert trailer, no. I'm picturing like Rip Gee from Alpha 3. It's so weird looking at ST Geef and then looking at Alpha Geef, and it's like, what the fuck happened? How do you get this ripped? Geef went from like slightly bigger than Ryu to like 3 times Ryu's width and like twice his height. Okay, not twice his height, but you know. It's the same geef. Alpha and CBS2 just use the same sprites. Same with NBC actually. I think it's all the same geef. And Bison was huge in Alpha. Remember that? Remember giant ass M Bison?
You win. Now. Fight is ready. Engage.
Oh no. Oh no. Fire roundhouse. Not a bad poke, especially in this matchup. Nice. Oh no. Oh no. What normal? What normal? Jump jab? That was a mystery normal. Never seen that normal in my life. Neutral jump jab or neutral jump strong or something. Good trade for Hugo, I guess. Not really. Yeah, of course. What's he gonna do about that? Just parry?
Prepare to strike. Now.
A lot of characters that neutral jump, medium punch, and light punch will have the same animation. I think it was jump, medium punch. But for what it's worth, like, they probably look the same. Air normals are reused a lot in Third Strike. It's rare that a character has 6 different air normals. Hugo, for example, his jump light kick and jump medium kick have the same animation. Same with his jump jab and jump strong. Oh no, okay. Good old wake up crutch jab. She wasn't having it. She was like, this is a fake clap and I'm not afraid of you.
Now. Prepare to strike. Now.
No. A hard punch, he like drops his elbow on you. And medium punch, he slaps you. The low jab and low strong are similar. They've got the same animation. Oh, she missed him. It wasn't gonna kill, I don't think. It might have. I don't think so though. The fallout from Chun-Li's super does very little damage.
Are you ready? Go.
Nice combo. Look at all this. One jump in. She's just lost like 55% of her health. Yeah, hard punch is an overhead. Hugo has like 4 or 5 standing overheads or something. Theranos is an overhead, Crouch Roundhouse is an overhead, Stand Fierce is an overhead. You've got down, medium, universal overhead. Sorry to say it like the second Impact Street Fighter 4 on motion. There might be another one that I'm forgetting. Only one game for my whole life. Third Strike would be a decent one. I'm not sure it would be my go-to. I feel like I would pick something else that would just have like infinite replay value. It would have to be something really basic. Be like fucking Picross. Maybe chess. Or like Solitaire or something. But not Klondike. Klondike is a shitty Solitaire. It would be a different Solitaire. Probably Free Cell. Those are good games to only play for the rest of your life. Something where it randomizes each time, so I can just do it over and over. Or something that's just been studied to death. So you can just get ridiculously deep in it. Cards for the former, chest for the latter. Veggie straws, those are okay. Finding some Fritos. I sleep. Snacking. Oh, she jumped. I do like fruit chips. You guys ever have those? I like never have them, but I like them a lot. Like apple chips or banana chips. Ugh. That approach. She probably had left forward into super, and it probably would have just won. I'm surprised she recovered in time to parry, and I'm surprised she got the parry.
Final round. Go.
I like Doritos. Maybe I'm gonna have one junk snack food. Nacho cheese Doritos. I like corn chips. Shameless. Raw super. That's like the parry me please. That's the here's your chance at a Daigo moment. I had the exact same thing happen to me at one of the Wednesday night fights. Amir hit me with that. He got me to like a spec and did a meaty super. And I got the first parry and missed the rest of it. And I was so sad because if I got the rest of it I would have won. And I would have had my own little Daigo moment. And I got the first parry, that's the worst part. Wasn't good enough to be Daigo. I can do that parry like half the time. The problem was I timed it like I didn't get the pre-freeze parry, but I did get the pre-freeze parry versus Amir. So I did my next parry at completely the wrong time. 17 frames early or whatever. Which fucked me up for the rest of it.
Are you ready? Go.
Which is why I parried once and then immediately died. Good whiff punish. That looked pretty deep. I don't know if it was deep enough. If she can win without spending meter, that's great for her. It's not great for us.
Final round. Go.
I'm ragging on Chun-Li, but I don't even really mind watching Chun-Li that much. The only match that's really gross is Chun-Li versus Chun-Li, and that's still kind of interesting just because it's so technical with the spacing. Favorite gun player? Issei. Because I got to play him, and he was tight. Can CA confirmable in SF5? Yakun, also a good answer. What about Mister?
Fighters ready. Engage.
Ken's SA3 is confirmable. It's not a CA. And he is confirmable from a lot of stuff. That's like a weird... Oh, from low medium kick. We'll never know. I've heard so many people say yes, and I've heard so many people say no. The general consensus seems to be yes, but it's fucking hard. But it might just be no, and they might all be bullshitting.
Are you ready? Go.
You almost never see pros rock confirm it. But sometimes they ambiguously do. Oh, that juggle! That was, the slam from, towards medium kick hitting airborne. And then she jabbed before it fucking finished. That's weird as hell. That move slams instead of, slams instead of resetting. It's rare to see that connect that high. And you need it to connect that high to have time to juggle. And you would only have time to do something like an EXDP or like a jab or something like that. That was super weird. I've never seen that combo. It was smart. It's something where you could play Ibuki for like 5 years and not know that she could do that. And the thing is, like, just playing more wouldn't teach you that she could do that. Well, you could just do towards medium kick into jab anyway, because it's such a good sequence. Nice. There's instant air SA1 to punish those. That sounds like you need a trade setup to even do it. I've seen Chun-Li down towards fierce into jab.
Are you ready? Go.
Hammer space. What do you want someone to say? Do you want someone to say her anus? I'll do it. Her anus. She keeps innumerable kunai in her ass. There, I said it. You wanted someone to say it, and I said it. Oh, SA1.
Battle. Go for it.
I apologize for your child. Hearing the awful things that I say. Love SA1 Ryu.
Win. Prepare to strike. Now.
It's kind of rare these days, isn't it? It's weird. It's a weird thought. Used to be very common. Let's wake up car throw. Shameless. There was a time that SA1 Ryu was the most common Ryu. That's weird to think about.
Into the heat of battle. Go for
I think Denjin Ryu is simultaneously like the best Ryu super, but also the easiest Ryu super. That's a pretty potent combo. SA1 is kind of hard to actually land. You got the low short confirm, and that's easy. But like the other setups, look at that. Anti-air super. He might have had a juggle there. He probably could have done like a Hadoken. That would have looked whack as hell. But I bet he could have done like super into Hadoken. Jetpack roundhouse.
final round. Go.
People are saying because of Rose's super in SF, I mean not Rose's super, because of Rose's ending in SF5, or her story mode, I guess. SF6 might be like alternate timeline, something or other. Reversal something got stuffed. Continue what story? Street Fighter's story is so bits and pieces. Who gives a shit? 5 is like immediately preceding 3. I didn't even play Rose's fucking story mode, so I can't even answer what's in it. I just know that people are discussing that. Rose's story mode has some kind of implication with alternate universes. Can EX or Tatsu is literally a super. It's really good in this matchup in particular. Because it's one, it's extremely dominant when Hugo's jumping, and two, it's extremely dominant when he's on the ground. Oh, but then that just happened. Fighting on top of an iceberg, I just pictured Power Stone 2. Anyone remember that game? Anyone remember that stage? I like Power Stone 2 more. One is like cleaner, but two, the added characters plus the co-op, I think that's cool. Ugh. If he got that final parry, he might have done down fierce and gotten a kill. He might have thought he was done parrying it, because you don't know how many hits you have to parry. Yeah, it's like a really hard parry, and if you miss the parry, you get juggled. And also, the air tatsu by itself does massive damage, and Ken gets a juggle out of it. It's such a nightmare scenario. Yeah, often with full parry you can't punish. Hugo has a giant cross-up, so he's better than most characters at actually getting the punish. And it's still really hard for him. Ah, see that? SF6 will probably be out in 2023. That's my prediction. Probably gonna be announced sometime this year or next year.
You win. Now. Prepare to strike. Now.
That will be true. No, it won't. By 2024, I'll be done. Nice media though. Jump strong, double overhead. There you go, look at that. That's some SA1 Ryu stuff. You get EX donkey kick combos. I mean, technically all of them can do that, but it's better with SA1 where you've got lots of meter. And no significant thing to spend it on besides the EX donkey kick. Mega Man was already in a mainline Street Fighter game, because Cross Tekken was a mainline Street Fighter game.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
I wonder what the fuck Akuma would think if we met Sean. This game can have that matchup, but you know, there's no lore associated with it. The youngest character in this game? I think she is.
Now.
My alarm. I get PTSD every time I hear it. My class starts in 30 minutes. That would be waking me up if I wasn't already awake. Parry into Fierce Anti-Air, I think. Or maybe just Fierce by itself. Oof. Ryu could have had like 50% more health and he still would have died.
You win. Now.
Anta no debanyo.
Fighters ready. Engage.
If there was a bachelor's in fighting game science, I would be a professor. Hugo has a lot of hyper-specific matchup stuff. He's kind of good in the sense that he forces almost every character to play a different matchup. Like, it feels very different fighting Hugo from fighting the whole rest of the cast. It's like you're playing a different game when you're fighting Hugo. Happy to help. I'm glad I can share the love of this game with other people. I've probably done more than like any other person, besides like Daigo, to fucking generate interest in this game. That's sad. It shouldn't be that way. Wow, I snatched from really far out. That was Wake Up SPD. Shameless by the Hugo player. He's just like, I'm gonna snatch you.
Final round. Now.
I'm pretty sure Jazzy Circuit still exists. I don't even know if it was paused due to COVID or just switched to online. I think it just switched to online. But I don't know what the Jazzy Circuit events are. Oh, he got hit. The music of the game, but not really. It is hard. Imagine using low forward Tatsu as a super confirm. And not a sensible confirm like low forward firewall. Ah, did he try to red parry? No. He believed in the block. He was like, I won't die.
Now.
And then he did.
Are you ready?
That's it, 2020. Shoot down backbreaker. Got stuffed. Yeah, it's one of the easier ones. Well, it depends on when you parry it, because the parry timing on the super is weird. It's like dot 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 dot, something like that.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
The third and there's a slight delay, and then the third and fourth hit are very close together. Yeah, red parry is just a parry out of block stun. It has all the properties of a normal parry. The only difference is that it's tighter. It's harder to do. Always counterplay. That's generally true. The most broken characters in this game have really broken mix-ups. So even though you can have counterplay against one of their things, the other thing covers that.
Now.
Reversal something. SPD? That's like an OS. Trying to wake up low short super and then he jumped and Hugo supered anyway.
You win.
Might have been. I think Ken gets a car off of back medium kick that's slightly bigger than his normal throw range. What is this horrible picture? It looks like fucking bugs. I blew it up and I'm still not sure if it's bugs. I was like more certain it was bugs before I blew it up. All of Ken's cars are really tiny, except down medium kick car throw, which is really hard to do. Slash down roundhouse car throw, which is exactly as hard to do. Makoto uses a backwards Kara for double Fukiage stuff. It's literally like stand roundhouse Kara moves her backward, and she has to do that to get double Fukiage on a lot of characters. That's the most famous one. There's a lot of backwards Karas, but you don't hear about them because they're useless. I think Oro has a backwards Kara. Somewhere.
Ready? Go.
That's the one I use all the fucking time. Love that. I think he just churns super for every single fireball. And he just looks for that jump, and if he sees that jump, he just supers. Car palm stuff is so sexy when you see someone actually get it. You can have a Gene that's just medium kick activate into only car palms, and it does so much fucking damage. It's like 60-70%. It's gross. Gene is like, normally people think about it like, oh, it sacrifices damage for neutral, but actually it has like damage and neutral. This is Gigas, isn't it? We've already seen it to close out a round. Oh, nice. Hello. Aw, look at it. Is that a ferret? Is that a cat? I want to say a ferret. I mean, it could be anything. It could be a hamster. SF3 Hugo is like not horrible, but it's probably no, it's like comfortably his worst super. But it's not unusable. You can like set it up, which is more you can say for a lot of bad supers in this game. I'm a firm believer that SA2 is decent against Oro. You can't really get that much out of SA1 and SA3 versus Oro. He's hard to pin down. And SA2 catches like double jumps and other block stomps and stuff like that, which Hugo otherwise has kind of trouble punishing. It also gives you lots of meter, which is essential because you have to EX clap supers a lot in that matchup. What are these emotes? They're whack. That's fucking... oh my god, that's Bernadette. Bernadetta. I don't even know what's going on. That's Potemkin, I think. Who's this guy? I recognize him. Probably seen this guy. I don't know that one. That looks like Hulk Hogan. It is. That looks like Sasquatch, maybe. From Vampire Savior. Vampire Arcadia, yeah, for sure. That's, what's his face? I haven't thought about that guy in forever. Jersey Shore or something, I don't know. Look at all these emotes. You guys have some wild shit. Dude, that's Abigail. It's good. God, I'm getting distracted from the excellent footage we've got right here of Hugo smashing or getting smashed by EXL2. That Geese one is so good. I love Geese's face. I can't stop looking at these. That's a fucking Lotad. Thunder Blender. Recognize that name. I don't like this one. I don't get it. It's a flip-flop. I'm done looking at emotes. Empty jump throw. Into throw. Oh, he was going for another one, I thought. But he got thrown. Yugo range is the biggest in the game naturally. But when you factor in cars, it's just kind of good.
You win.
Biggest throw range with cars, I'm pretty sure is Q, followed by Chun-Li. Might be Elena then Chun-Li.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Nice mirror placement. He got 3 whole mix-ups out of that. The downside is that if he actually opened up with any of those mix-ups, I think it wouldn't have led to a combo. That's the up and down of having a mirror like that. Yeah, after you get anti-air parry, what you do is different based on the height that you get it. Nice parries. Oh shit, did he actually win? He actually needed all those parries. I was like, oh, those were cool parries, but he's still gonna die, and then he didn't.
Prepare to strike. Now.
That was some good shit. It's funny that I was only impressed by that parry after he, like, won. It's like I don't care about tech unless it, like, gives results. Ah, that was nice. That poor mirror did nothing. Very late jab after they probably both parried. Ken's killing it right now. That looks good. Was that a real cross-up? I feel like no.
Final round. Go for it.
Just play a top tier. Cool double DP.
You win.
I really only feel the hate for the top 2.
Now.
I guess there's a decent amount of hate for Makoto. Most of the hate for Dudley is like people being unfamiliar and also being frustrated that he's very strong. I would rather fight a Ken than like a Hugo, to be honest. Hugo's probably my least favorite matchup in this game. Just because I have to play it so different. My next least favorite matchup is probably probably Oro, or maybe 12. They're also a bit of a pain in the ass. There's no matchup in this game I dislike, but those are the ones I dislike the most. Very nice SPD. He reacted to the very high connect and he was like, here I go. Timed it perfectly. Chun-Li is really fucking nasty to an Oro player if she knows how to play. But most Chun-Li players don't know the matchup at all. And Oro has good tech against her if she doesn't know the matchup. Between like the touch of Dizzy and her general lack of being able to halt his air approach. I just jump all over the place trying to fighting Chun-Li's, even if they're good. It's the way that you play neutral, you jump around. SA3 is like, it's a really hard call for which one's better. You have to use the jab version of Super against Chun-Li and you can't cross her up in the corner, and that combo just means that it's pretty rare to get the unblockable going. I think SA2 is probably better against Chun-Li, but it's much easier to play SA3 against her. My second alarm because I always sleep through my first alarm.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
I haven't actually slept through an alarm in fucking ages. But I once did it, and it was like, I think I missed a class in college, and I was like, this never needs to happen again. This needs to never. And so I started setting 2 alarms religiously whenever I need to wake up. And even on the first alarm, I usually snooze it, so I end up with like 6 alarms instead of 1. I have a hard time waking up.
You win.
I'm not quite gone yet. I've still got all of 14 minutes.
Engage.
And there's all of 3-4 minutes left of this video. That drill looked whack as hell. Necro's jump is slow, so slow and shitty. It would be useless without that drill. And that drill is super unique because it is really good for neutral, but it doesn't do very much damage and it doesn't lead to anything. It just gives him the ability to actually navigate midair. It's very fun. Maybe we're going to the same class. Maybe we're the same person. I've got an exam starting soon. I should actually leave as soon as this, like, you know, video ends, just so I can get a little bit of last minute studying. Is there a Necro tutorial? I can't think of one. Just go watch Pino AB7, there's like a shitload of footage of him, and he's great. The tutorial in Third Strike for like most of the cast is just like, watch good players play. I feel. Sugiyama as well, yeah. Lots of good Necro footage. Ugh. I tried to red parry. I have to really blunder this exam to. I've got a 99.7 in the class, and this is the second to last exam.
You win.
If I get a good score on this exam, I'm basically guaranteed an A.
Is ready.
If I blow the last 2 exams, I'm still gonna get like a C, and I have to like blow both of them. Yup. This class does not like let me test out of exams or whatever. They need to make sure I know all the material. My other class I have a 90, I think 98. I get good grades. I'm studious.
Ready. Engage.
I'm okay, but also I'm about to leave. He held the electricity. He wanted Ken to have to parry over and over. Very late back strong anti-air, curious. Early low strong is much more typical. If Ken parries that, he still doesn't get a punish.
Now.
Early low strong is a very good anti-air. Ken can punish this with Shibu, I think. Or that. Low forward Shibu. Ah, that was a confirm. He didn't see it. He actually did the fucking TC and still didn't confirm. Someone asked me about things that confirm into super, but not special moves on Twitter recently. It was like, Crouch Fierce cancels. I mentioned that Oro Crouch Fierce cancels into super, but not special moves. And he was like, I've never heard of that. Are there other moves like that? And I listed a few. And it was pretty hard to come up with some, but one of them was that one. That TC. Alright, time to get a single Alpha 3 match before I go. What a cool matchup. X Sakura versus V Cody. I bet Sakura just guard breaks Cody in 2 seconds. V Cody has the shortest guard break meter in the game, and Sakura's guard break is crazy. B Cody's gimmick is that he steps into the background to dodge single hit attacks. People play Exorcism Sakura is very common. Chaining into fucking fierce and just the damage she can get. Because she gets really high damage just with like basic confirms. This is like one of the most common Exorcism in the game, I think. Sakura. I don't want Forward Strike to get popular, I want an actual Forward Strike to get made. Oh, I thought it was going to guard break. It's like still good even though that failed, just because that low dizzy bar. I mean guard bar. But he couldn't do anything with it. That's it, yep, that's GG. Oh, the roll. That was smart. That was fast, maybe one more. Alpha 3 is truly a blessed game. Why the fuck does everyone like Alpha 2 more? They see this stuff and they're like, oh my god, Alpha 3 is so nasty. That wasn't nasty, that was fair. Alpha 3 has such cool neutral. Look at that tiny, tiny guard bar! This is, oh, this is so bad. Cody can't block for the rest of the round. Yeah. Oh my god. Exorcism does really hard guard damage. Dropped it. He should have done one fewer low short. Cool combo. Sakura got the AFO. No. Oh no. What the fuck? Wake up Tatsu and it worked? Very nice pickup. Cody versus Sakura. Remember when this is like the fucking debut of that matchup. This is like the first game where you can have these two fight. Now you can have this matchup in like 4 different games. Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter 5, Street Fighter Cross Tekken. No, he should have supered. Super was the play. Super would have guard broken. Rose. Oh no. Oh, he dropped it. No crash Lance Infinite for this Rose. Love Rose's Alpha 3 theme. I like her Street Fighter 5 theme, but I wish it was based on this one. This was my ringtone for a while. Fun fact about me. That's how much I like this theme. It's my favorite Street Fighter song. It's very cool. I can't explain it. Is that a taunt? Is Cody really taunted? Mana. Eh. She's like, I think she's like mid. Maybe like upper mid. She's not bad, but she's not broken anymore. I bet she had some activate after that jump connect. Oh baby. Oh. That proto crush counter combo. Very nice. Rose cannot reflect Cody's rocks. Isn't that just criminal? Oh no. Oh no, they cut out the footage of the infinite. Why do people do this? Just do the air throw. If you get someone down to like below 5%, air throw will kill them, even if it's tech. People really just kill with fucking extra hits. I love that uploads of Alpha 3 from a-cho will cut out the infinites. Oh no. Oh no, guys. This one's not getting cut out. You know, there it goes. Alpha 3 is a good game, guys. It just has some infinites here and there. Ad spray, baby. Alright, time for me to go. I got a test to do.